Sarah and Vinnie on Alice at 97.3.
Here's your review of a film called Tracks. This is Mia Wasikowska and Adam Driver. And it's done by the producers of The King's Speech.
What's it called again?
Tracks, Tracks. Now, in this film, Mia makes a solo trek across 2,000 miles of the Australian desert, accompanied by her dog and 4 camels.
Oh.
On a life-changing journey of self-discovery. And Adam Driver is the National Geographic photographer who kind of,
Follows her in a Jeep with some water?
and takes a bunch of pictures.
Yes.
Yeah. Marcus, the first 27 minutes of this film is dedicated to Mia finding camels. Then the next 63 minutes is her walking 2,000 miles in 195 days. How exciting was that 63 minutes
Not
of
at
her
all.
walking
Not at all.
in the desert
Not
for
at
63
all.
minutes?
Zero excitement.
Does anything happen in the desert?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? She walks through it.
She walks through it with 4 camels. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she has four camels and a dog.
And a dog.
Yeah.
Does the dog's feet get really hot walking on the
Stuff
sand?
happens
No,
to the dog.
camel's feet sometimes get hot, though. It's interesting that you asked that. Marcus, as we all know, Harvey Weinstein usually buys films that are Oscar potentials. What's the Oscar potential for this film?
From my perspective, zero.
I'm telling you, Mia's going to get an Oscar nomination,
You're out of
everyone.
your
Best
mind.
actress.
There's no way.
For
in
92
hell.
minutes, you see the Australian desert the whole time. How's the cinematography?
It looks beautiful, but it's just it's a snooze fest, man. I mean, there are going to be those people who are really into this artsy-fartsy stuff. There's like maybe 19 words of dialogue through the entire film because she's walking through the desert, hallucinating and seeing mirages and taking care of the camels and taking care of the dog and
Crying a lot. She cries
crying.
a lot.
And
Why did she have to do this?
She's trying to work
she
through
could?
her
I don't know.
demons. And that's the question. Will walking 2,000 miles in the desert in 195 days cure you of your demons?
no, it creates some for me, to be completely honest with you.
Did you feel educated, enlightened,
No.
learning about the feral camels and the Aborigines?
No, not at all.
I felt really educated.
No, you didn't.
Someone el-
What'd you learn?
I learned that the Aborigines
Nothing.
have secret. I learned that Australia has the biggest feral camel population in the world.
I didn't even know Australia had camels.
Well, they imported them from,
Egypt?
Egypt, Saudi Arabia and stuff when they didn't have trains. And then when the trains came,
Places where camels are.
when the trains came, they didn't need the camels anymore. So everyone just released the camels, and the camels survived. and
Release the
thrived.
camels.
Release. Someone else. This is true. All right, everyone stop laughing. Someone else. Truly a film festival type movie. If you like super artsy, if you're curious about Australia, camels, then this is the film for you. I find it very interesting.
Oh.
I'm sure Mia's going to get an Oscar now. I'm going to give it 3.5 Purge. What do you give it?
I'm going to give it 1 Aussie.
What are you
One of
talking
the
about?
worst films I've seen this year. Holy Moses. That's like an hour and a half of time that I really wish I got back. And it seemed like 3 hours. It was so
Time goes slower in the desert.
Good God
Did it feel like
almighty.
you were walking 195 days?
Yeah, barefoot. It was terrible. Just terrible. See, I'm not into the really super artsy stuff where you're supposed to derive some kind of hidden meaning from it. I'd rather be hit over the head with the message like a sledgehammer.